Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Q8 Pilot channel and another stream. It is 1700 Zulu, 2000 hours local time. Sorry for the mix-up yesterday and today. We almost had another catastrophe today with the stream, but thank God things were corrected very quickly. I want to welcome all of you guys. Welcome, Stan. Welcome aboard. We have with us 3132. Welcome aboard. Next Aviation, Saruk, Flybree, or Bry, ASEM, Burger Pops. Welcome aboard the Flying Scotsman. Good evening. Very glad to have you guys here. So today we're going to attempt to do what we tried doing yesterday, and we are going to be flying the Boeing 737-600NG. I want to first begin by thanking vSkycheck for getting me in touch with the developer who has graciously provided me with the latest copy of the aircraft. And we want to welcome TriStar Productions to the Q8 Pilot channel. Thank you very much for your support, and welcome to Captain. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. We are going to also be using SayIntentions.ai, the dynamic unscripted ATC for P3D, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, MSFS 20 and 24. And we are going to be doing the giveaway at a random time during the stream. So without further ado, folks, let's get started. But first, let's admire this really brilliant aircraft, which is completely free of charge. And this is one of the things I really love about X-Plane and the X-Plane community, is their dedication and commitment to creating very high quality freeware add-ons. The Zebo, of course, this is based on the Zebo mod, but the Zebo project and the LevelUP projects are both one of the best freeware projects available today, along with the fly-by-wire A320 and A380. So let's hop into the cockpit, and we're going to get things started here. First thing first, we're going to go to the weight and balance, and we're going to go to the payload. We're going to get this out of the way today, and then we'll worry about our flight. So we're going to go to View Sim Brief Plan, and we are going to note the payload here, which is 14.2. Let me zoom in so you guys can follow along. So we're going to go here and say 14.2. I think it doesn't work that way. Let's try. Yeah, it does work. Okay, so that's a full load of passengers. We're going to go back and take a note of the fuel for the flight, which is, we're going to go to the block fuel here, 5418. You know what? I think that's sufficient. We'll just leave it there. So we're good there. It looks like there is persistent mode. So good evening to Trims Air. Welcome aboard. It looks like the persistence is there, so that's what we've had in the aircraft yesterday. By the way, folks, for those of you who were here yesterday and the stream didn't work very well, there was an issue with my ISP. And so that has caused very high latency, and therefore you guys were experiencing intermittent disconnection or buffering and things like that. Hopefully things will be well this evening. Okay, so we have everything here set, and we can now check and make sure that the emergency equipment, including the fire extinguisher, is there. The circuit breakers are all in, and we're going to check here the landing gear. Alternate landing gear equipment is there as well. Perfect. Back to now we can start powering up the aircraft. So battery switch is on, and we need to connect the ground power. So let's come over here real quick, and ground services, GPU. There we go. And the GPU is now connected. Perfect. Next thing, we're going to turn on the hydraulics, and a lift after fuel pump is on. And then we're going to begin with our flows. Okay, so everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. Emergency lights are armed, and the window heat is on. We'll leave everything here. Voice recorder on auto. Supply air recirc fan on auto. And the bleeds are there. Let's take a quick look here at our final cruise altitude today for the flight, 39,000 feet, and the pressurization is already set. We're going to put the position light on steady, and we are going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign and non-smoking sign, both on. Okay, everything here looks good. Excellent. And next we can start programming. Let's do our tests first, and then we'll do the FMC. Okay, so first thing here, let's test that. Checks okay. And P test, cargo fire test, checks okay. Everything here looks good. And the light test, checks okay. Excellent. And we'll move to the overhead panel right here. And again, yesterday we've seen that the flight, today it works. Excellent. And Mach speed warning test, stall warning test, they need a little bit of time. So we'll come over here, we'll set the adheres to nav mode. And then we can start programming the FMC. Okay. Let's cancel the master caution. And let's see if you guys have any questions. MT Aviation, welcome aboard. Reaper GR7, welcome. Thomas, and we have MT Salzar, welcome aboard. Glad to have you guys here. All right, so let's go into the FMC now, and we're going to go to FMC. We're going to go to position in it, and the reference airport today is Lima Hotel Bravo Papa, and we're going to select the GPS position and stick it here. Excellent. Route, and we are heading today to Bucharest. So Lima Romeo Oscar Papa. Flight number today is Malev 238, and departure. All right, let's bring up our excellent Navigraph charts, and we have our sim brief plan here loaded. We are departing Budapest today, runway 31 left, and through the Gazd to Lima departure. We're going to go to route, next page, and then we're going to select Gazda is the transition out of our SID direct to Tigray. By the way, today, folks, I'm also going to be showing you some tips for Active Sky. We are using Active Sky for the flight today, so I'll be showing you some tricks and some things that will enhance the realism of your experience. Lamet, and explain a few things as well. Okay, Lamet here, direct to TOSV. All right, TOSV is selected. And then it's the arrival. Now, the arrival is going to depend on the ATC. So we are going to enter it here anyway, but it might change based on the weather as we arrive into our destination is the 1 Romeo. And it's the ILS runway 26 left. No transition. Activate. Execute. Let's go to the legs page. Make sure there are no discontinuities. There are none. And next we can go to legs page. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so route, perf int, and 0 fuel, 52.2. The reserves are the 1.9, so we can say 2 tons of reserve fuel. The cost index is 48, and the cruise altitude is 39,000 feet. The cruise winds 268.35, 268.35, and we'll enter that here. And the current outside temperature is 1 degree Celsius. Oof, pretty cold, isn't it? Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. N1 limit. We're going to derate the takeoff, and flaps 5 for departure. CG 6 points on the trim, 131. So let's set that to 131. We'll set the altitude based on what ATC gives us. So we'll set this to 131. And yeah, we'll leave those for now. And what else here? Trim is 6 units for takeoff. Hey, Carl. How are you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here with us on the stream. It's been a while. Sam, why not use the SimBrief request, or you want to do it? I'd like to do it manually every now and then. I haven't downloaded the XML, the Zebo one, so it's kind of nice every now and then to just kind of do it manually and not be too lazy. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate if you can smash that like button for me. It really does help the channel, so I appreciate it if you can get us to at least, 100 likes. I'll be very happy. All right. So, everything is set here, and everything. All right. So we're going to turn on the flight directors, and let me go ahead and listen to ATIS. All right. So ATIS is going to be, let's see here. ATIS is on 132.38. 132.38. Right. 132.38. Right, there we go.
4. QNH 1025. Density altitude -1400 feet. Transition level 105. Arriving and departing runways 31 right, 31 left. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if basic information service is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 134.54. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
All right, we have information Romeo, and let's go ahead and tune into clearance delivery. Clearance delivery is on 134.54. 134.54. All right, 0.54. There we go. We'll set that at the active, and let's go ahead and request our clearance. Budapest clearance delivery. Good evening. Malev 238 request IFR clearance with information Romeo. Hello, Dougal. Welcome aboard.
Mazek 238, information Romeo is current. Clear to Otopeni via the Guies D2 Lima departure, then is filed. Departure runway 31 left. Initial climb 4,000. Departure on 123.86 squawk 3731.
Clear to Otopeni via the Guies 2 Lima departure, then as filed. Departure runway 31 left, initial climb 4,000, departure on 123.86, squawk 3731, Malev 238. All right, so we have our clearance.
MA 238, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.901.
Contact ground on 121.901, Malev 238. All right. So we have the information that we need, and from this point forward, we're going to have our first officer take care of the communication. So to do this, you click here on pilot, and now you see this change to co-pilot. Now I'm going to ask him to take care of the communication from this point forward. So let's go ahead and do that. Can you please take care of the comms with ATC from this point forward? Thank you.
I shall handle the communications with ATC from this point forward.
All right, perfect. So we can put this away. Let's go ahead and start the APU. All right, perfect. Hello, Ray. Welcome aboard. Mr. Williams, hello. Hello, Rusty. Welcome aboard. So, folks, today for the giveaway, we're just going to do it at the end using Nightbot, so there's no need for you to enter any code or anything like that. All right, let's see how is the cabin crew doing. Are we ready in the back? We should be ready for departure in a few minutes. Please make sure that you bring the load sheet to the flight deck once ready. All right.
Yes, Captain, we're all set in the back. I'll bring the load sheet to the flight deck shortly.
All right, so the cabin crew seems to be doing what they're supposed to do. In the meantime, let's get our altimeter, which is 1025. All right, 1025. All right, and same thing here on the first officer's side, 120325. Okay. Auto brake on rejected takeoff. We're going to set the altitude to the initial altitude cleared by ATC, which is 4,000. We're going to set the heading to 310. Yeah. All right. Now 310 is, if we take a look here at our flight, 31 left. So we are going to click here. That brings us, where is 31 left? So we are here, and this is 31 left right here. So we are in very close proximity to the runway. All right, perfect. We'll just wait for the APU now. Right, APU is on. I love the sounds on this, on the NG. By the way, the person who's done the sounds is Daniela, who's currently working for Laminar Research. She is responsible for the soundscape in X-Plane 12. All right, everything here is ready. And let's see here, make sure everything here is good. Everything here is good. And we can't always use, I highly recommend that, guys, we're not going to do it today, but I highly recommend that you get the audio checklist, which is a fly with Lua script. So if you look here, I can show you the first one. So Zibo default, this is the plane, 736 Zibo default, and then you can start the checklists here. And it provides an audio checklist. Let me just show you for those of you who haven't seen it before. We'll say start. And then you can see here all these checklists are available. So safety inspection
checklist. Surfaces and jobs.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist completed.
So as you can see, the audio checklist is very useful, and you can do before start to the line and go through all of the checklists. But just today we're not going to be doing that. So I think we are ready for engine start. So let's go to the FMC here. We're going to set this on climb, and a few more checks here.
Glide slope.
All right.
Pull up.
The GPWS test.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain.
And we can do the
Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up.
TCAS test. Pass.
all right, TCAS test is pass, and all the tests are now performed. We are now ready to go. So let's go ahead and ask our first officer to request pushback. We are ready to go. Please request push and start.
We have really cold temperature inside the cabin. Is it possible for us to turn on the APU?
You have to contact your handling agent and they need to request with the airport.
Right, not sure.
Budapest ground, Ma 38, requesting pushback and start. We have Romeo.
Ma 238, pushback and start approved. Face northeast.
All right, pushback is approved, and we're going to face northeast. Let's go ahead and bring up the better pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
This is not what we want, so we're going to actually look this way. All right.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
All right. Alt off. Or, yeah. And by the way, did we change 3731? So let me change this here real quick. 3731. 3-1. There we go. Excellent. All right. Now we're good. Hello, Alex. Very glad to have you here with us this evening. Yeah, we're going to use...
Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
We're going to use Nightbot for rolling. Hello, Igor. Welcome aboard. Did LevelUP animated weather radar buttons for upcoming weather updates? The weather radar are there. Whether they do anything or not, I don't know. Honestly, the terrain radar does work. Right. The aircraft is now being lifted. Let's go ahead and remove the GPU. All right. Hello, Flight Simmer from Hungary. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tows connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
All right, we are ready to go. Parking brake released.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, here we go. We're going to come here and engine start. We're going to start with engine number 2. And we can see engine number 2 spooling now.
Open.
21, 24. There we go. Fuel. Look at those wings, guys. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight with our airline. My name is Astrid Hansen, and I am your lead flight attendant today. We are delighted to have you with us as we fly to Henry Coanda International Airport. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, do not hesitate.
How about the detail texturing on this livery? Looks really, really good.
Thank you for choosing to fly with us. We hope you have a pleasant journey.
All right, so we have a good start on engine number 2. Let's start engine number 1. All right, engine number 1 now starting. Hello, QA. Welcome to Budapest and the legendary Hungarian LevelUP Airlines from my country. Well, welcome aboard.
Just about done here.
Glad
Go
to
ahead
have
and
you
set
here
your
with
parking
us.
brake.
And we have also James Fly from France. Welcome. All right, let's bring that. Set the parking brake.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
All right. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. A truly international chat today. Great stuff. Absolutely, Dougal. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you here with me this evening. All right, I'm going to bring up some lights here into the cockpit. Things are kind of getting dark. So let's bring up the lights. Let's go ahead and disconnect. Panel lights on. And circuit breaker lights on. And we can now put the generators on. Packs auto, isolation valve auto, engine bleeds on, APU bleed off, and the APU off, engine start switches to continuous, taxi lights on.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
And probe heat is on. Yaw damper, we need that on as well. All right, and everything here is in tip-top shape. Let's set our flaps for flaps 5. Right, flaps 5. All right, flaps are set. That's flaps 2. So there's flaps 5. All right. So everything is good here, and we can now request taxi to the active. We are ready for taxi.
Requesting taxi clearance now.
Hello, Manny. Welcome aboard.
Budapest ground, Mach 38, ready to taxi. We have Romeo.
Ma 238, taxi to runway 31 left, via Whiskey 2, Hotel 1, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Alpha 2.
Runway 31 left, Whiskey 2, Hotel 1, Alpha 4, Alpha 3, Alpha 2, Mach 3.
Right, Whiskey 2, Alpha 3, so it's the next right. That's Whiskey 2, and that's Alpha 4, that's Alpha 3, and that's Alpha 2. So pretty much a straight line. We're going to take the next right, then the next left, and go straight to runway 31 left. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Parking brake is released, and off we go. X-Plane just looks brilliant. We are using today Auto Ortho for the entire flight, and everything else is X-Plane default. You have got to adore this livery. Very, very nice livery. All right, that's Hotel 1. And then it's straight until we reach Alpha 4. That's Alpha 3 and Alpha 4 for the for runway 31 left. Are you using any sound mod? I'm using XP Realistic, which adds some sounds. I'm not sure which sounds you're referring to. Active Sky today, yes. Definitely. Tell you, X-Plane is really starting to look really, really good, and definitely Auto Ortho adds a lot more to it as well. So that's where we're heading. Right, that's the hold short for runway 31 left.
Mach 238, contact tower on 118.1. Have a good afternoon.
Switching to tower on 118.1, Mach 38.
Right, let's hit the parking brake. And cabin crew seats for takeoff, please.
Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
All right, everything's set here. Auto throttle is on, and we are ready to go. Let's set the transponder to TARA, and let's let everyone know we're ready to go. Please request takeoff clearance.
Requesting takeoff clearance now.
Is the METAR correct today? I hope so, Boeing Corp. Mike from Logan, New Jersey. Welcome aboard.
Budapest Tower, MH38, holding short of runway 31 left, ready to depart.
Thank you, Captain Charles. All right.
X38 Budapest Tower, runway 31 left, wind 315 at 18, cleared for takeoff.
All right, here's our clearance. And we are ready to go.
Cleared for takeoff. Me. 38.
I don't know what that was, but we're good to go. All right. And Toga.
knots.
Check.
V1 rotate. Positive rate.
Getting carried away with the views there. Let's adjust our pitch.
1,000.
Right, 1,000. LNAV. And VNAV.
Roger 38. Contact departure on 123.86.
Right, looking good.
Contacting departure on 123.86 Mach 38.
Command A engaged. Ladies and gents, look at this beautiful view.
Climb flight level 200.
All right, let's go to 200.
200, Mach 38.
All right, 200. There we go, 200 set. Flaps up. And auto brake is off. You have got to love this aircraft, guys. It has a different feel. The 600 variant, without a doubt, has a very different feel to it. And if you recall, on release, it had issues. All of the aircraft had issues with the flight model. Yeah, it has been fixed. I'm not sure if the released version that is available today on the Orbix website is the updated version, but the developer was kind enough to provide me with a copy. Again, thank you to both the developer and to vSkycheck for arranging for it. I really appreciate that. If you enjoy Q8 content, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel. Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Dougal. Hello, Sim Smith. Welcome aboard. No need for the SayIntentions command. We will run the giveaway at the very end using Nightbot. So you're good there. Guys, look at X-Plane 12. Wow.
Mach 238, climb flight level 230. Climb flight level 230, Mach 38.
Look at this beautiful view, guys. Yeah. There is an aircraft there landing at Budapest, looks like. Very nice. Ortho as well. All right, let's go to, what was it, 230? I can't recall. It was, yeah, 230. Okay. So we've been cleared to flight level 230. There we go. Let's bring up some lights. Background. And we're going to come right here, and the main panel as well, so things don't look so dark. There we go. Excellent. I only have the PMDG 736, 739, and I fly MAX for NSFS, so not many people have the 600 variant, but I enjoy it. I use it a lot for smaller airports. Yeah. Swim Climb, welcome aboard. First time I see you on stream. Welcome, my friend. Got the 600, 900 in the New Year's sale with the MS Rewards points. Hey, good for you, man. I do have all the variants up. We're approaching 900,000. Landing lights off, runway turn-off lights off, taxi lights off, and the engine start switches to off, and everything else is looking good. Let's go ahead and put this on auto.
We've just reached our cruising altitude, and I'm pleased to inform you
10,000 feet standard.
electronic devices.
Barrow is set.
Our onboard Wi-Fi service is available for you to enjoy during the flight. After our meal service, we will be offering items from the shop, so stay tuned for that. Thank you.
Those liveries are really very, very well done. Look at that. Love the texturing on the 736. Very, very nicely done. All right.
238, climb flight level 290.
All right, 290.
Climb flight level 290, March 38.
All right, 290 is set. I hope the sim sounds aren't too loud for you guys. Right, all's looking good here. And we continue the climb. As per the instructions from ATC, so far, SayIntentions is really, really doing very well. Clear instructions, proper phraseology. They've given us proper instructions to taxi to the active. So I believe they have something called Taxi Tuner. So they actually read the airport map and they give you instructions as per the airport map that you have, which is again very, very cool. The 600 series is the sports car of the 737 family. Yeah, that works, Boeing Corp Mike. I'm just missing the 800, but for that size I have the Max 8. Yep. No worries there, Carl. Take your time, my friend. Very nice in the 600. It is different to pilots as the 800. Excuse my bad English. No worries at all. I think your English is perfect. James Fly. All right, here we are, 16,000. All right. There are a few things I want to show you guys with Active Sky, just to kind of maximize your experience. And if you are looking for realism,
238, climb flight level 340.
Right, 340. Maybe we'll do it just
level 340, Mach 38.
All right, 340. There we go, 340 set. All right, so a lot of you guys have been asking me whether, whether I've changed the settings, the default settings in Active Sky. And there are a few things that I have changed based on the manual. The manual very clearly tells you...
Mod 238, contact Budapest radar on 118.715.
All right, so it very clearly tells you what settings are used for... for what realism settings and what do you get or do not get as a result. So there are a few things that if you set will enhance the simulation, if you will, at the expense of realism. And so those are the things that...
Afternoon, climbing past flight level 180. Aiming for flight level 340.
All right. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you...
Good afternoon.
I'm going to show you what I've done in order to achieve those results. And there are a few things that I'd like to explain to you guys so that you can understand what is it that you're losing or getting by setting different, different parameters within Active Sky XP. So, let me bring Active Sky XP. One of the very first things I will tell you right off the bat is always make sure that you have your SimBrief ID in the options here. So if we go to General Options, you can see SimBrief ID. Make sure that you always set your SimBrief ID so that you download the flight plan. Why? Because with the flight plan, when you download the flight plan, Active Sky will provide much accurate weather for your actual flight route. So highly recommend that you use the flight plan in order to download. The minute you you put your SimBrief ID, it will automatically...
Radar, climb flight level 390.
All right, that's our cruise altitude, 390.
Level 390, Mach 38.
All right, we cannot ignore, obviously, ATC. Look at the shadows, guys, in X-Plane. They look fantastic. All right, so that's the first thing I highly recommend that you do. All right. Now, in order for you to get the most realistic experience, I highly recommend that you click on Help. And then in the user guide, if you go down here, it explains this da-da-da-da. All right, so it tells you what all of these things are doing. And then, if you go down here, let me see. All right, once you go to the options, you will find out that every option here says the general options. It will tell you what they do, but more importantly, so all of this is just settings. Now, this is where it gets, so I went to the the trouble of reading the entire manual to set things up. So you'll find things that's saying you have to read to understand what those mean, okay, and what is the most realistic of them. And if you scroll down enough, you will see that, for example, I'll show you now for real. All right, so here it says on the cloud options, you'll see here that it says default is 100. Easy mode is 50 and realism mode is 100. So if you want the most realistic experience, you need to go and set all your options to reflect the realism mode here. As you can see here, here, and all the rest of the options will have an indication of the value that should be set for realism. And that's exactly what I have done in Active Sky in order to achieve this. So if I go, for example, to depict hurricanes, it'll say yes. Now these I'll get to in a minute. Control ground snow conditions. So when the grip data shows snow, it will be depicted on the ground. And then cloud options. So again, here you have this at 100. Maximum icing at 100. Cirrus cloud generation. This is totally up to you, but I've set this to 15. Prevent thunderstorms when CB reported is unchecked. Increase precipitation, and so on and so forth. So for all these values, I went to the manual, and you can do exactly the same thing to go and get the most realistic settings. What I do like to explain to you, though, in this during this stream, is these different options: the Explain Live Hybrid Depiction, the Hybrid Transition Altitude, Override, and Disable. Passive weather control mode. Okay. Now the modes is the one that we're running in is the Active Sky. So the METAR, the effects, wind shear, everything is controlled by Active Sky XP. It injects the weather at basically by reading its own METAR and injecting it into X-Plane. if you want to use all of the features that are available in Active Sky, meaning the effects, but still use Explain Weather, you need to set this passive weather control mode. It says when enabled, Explain 12 live weather will be used for weather, while AS provides all other features and air effects, overrides hybrid depiction mode if enabled. Now, why would someone want to use passive weather control mode? If you notice during many of our streams when we fly, you'll see that the transition of weather in Explain, when Active Sky is active, is not smooth. So you'll see that the weather disappears and then it reloads again. And this has to do with the fact that Active Sky needs to override whatever is set as custom weather in Explain. So it removes everything in preparation for loading the new preset. And so that when that happens, it is manifested in everything disappearing in front of you and then reappearing, which can be an immersion breaker and highly unrealistic. So this mode will bring up the Explain weather, so you will not get the really nice clouds that Active Sky injects normally in the sim, but you'll get all the other effects. But this is going to resolve that problem. You will not have that abruptness of weather changes. Everything will be very smooth. Now you have something called the hybrid Explain 12 live. Now what this is when enabled, Active Sky will enable for departure and approach landing phases with Explain 12 live weather, internal depiction and effects used for en route phase of flight. Flight plan is recommended for this, and the AS live weather mode is required. Now, I've tried this option, and it's kind of a balance between the two. This option allows you to get the departure and approach using full Active Sky, but at above certain altitude, you can select you can select the transition altitude for which you want the hybrid transition to start, meaning you want the you want Explain 12 weather to kick in. So if you click here, this is the hybrid transition altitude that you can set. So if you set this on, you will automatically get the departure and approach. It will be about 45 nautical miles from the approach as to when Active Sky will take over from Explain. But above this altitude, 20,000, which I've set, the default is 10 by the way, I've set it at about 20,000. This is when Active Sky will disappear and Explain weather will kick in for the remainder of the flight. And this is something that is a kind of a a middle solution between passive mode and full Active Sky, which will allow you to have the immersion of having full en route weather without any transitions, without any abrupt transitions, that is, while having the beauty of Active Sky, proper METAR injection into the sim for takeoff and landings. And this is basically what these two options mean. I personally like to just leave it with Active Sky, and I don't mind the little change in weather every now and then. All right, I think it's time for some coffee. So can you get us some coffee in the flight deck, please?
Okay, Captain. I'll bring some coffee to the flight deck right away.
All right. So what movies are playing for our passengers this afternoon?
Oh, Captain, I don't have the movie list at the moment. I'll check with the crew and get back to you shortly.
All right, she doesn't have the movie list. All right. So guys, you don't need to type in the command SayIntentions. We will automatically run it at the end. So no need for that. Just stay tuned and we'll be fine. We will run it at the very end. So no need to enter anything there. All right, let's take a quick look at the outside. That's try asking for beer. Yeah. Actually, let's go ahead and try that. Yeah, let's have some fun, guys. Yeah. All right. Can we have some red label here at the flight deck? Let's see what she says.
Sure thing, Captain. I'll bring some red label to the flight deck right away.
Yay! No problem. All right. The cockpit voice recorder is recorded, so I'm sure the captain will have some issues once we land. But yeah, actually she might have mistaken the red label brand for tea, because there is a red label brand for tea. So yeah, she's gonna get away with that. Benny, how did you get rid of explain grainy textures? I tried reshade, but not much change. All right, so I'm going to show you what I've done very quickly here in my settings. If you go to the graphics, I have the robust contrast adaptive sharpness set to 25%. Don't set this to maximum because it will really, introduce a lot of grain and a lot of noise into your clouds and some of the textures. But I recommend that you set it at 25% or so. It depends on your monitor resolution and size, depends on your settings. So all of that will determine. But overall, what really helps the grainy textures is setting a maximum texture resolution. That's the thing. That's what really helps. All right. So we are looking good. Here is our top of climb, and if we look here, we are at 39,000. Yeah, we are still quite away from our 14 nautical miles onto the top of descent. All right, so we still have time. We are good here, and yeah. Now this is here. This is what I meant. If you can see here, let me bring this down a little bit. All right, so now you can see that we have snow conditions here, and all of this is depicted. This is active sky, and my word, it looks really, really good with auto ortho and the snow layer covering the area. This is now what you've seen. This is exactly what I was talking about when the clouds all of a sudden pop up when you're using active sky. So it is kind of an immersion breaker. It doesn't really bother me too much, though, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, it is kind of an immersion breaker when things like that happen during your flight. I'm considering upgrading my GPU from a 3070. What do you guys recommend? I've been enjoying flying my Airfoil Labs Cessna 172, and I get the maximum VRAM reached right now. You have a 3070. Well, for X-Plane, anything above 8 gigabytes of VRAM, I think is sufficient. 12 is excellent, and 24, of course, is the optimum if you want to have everything on max, especially the textures. Then yeah, I recommend that if you can afford a 4090, go for it for sure. 12 GB is like the norm now. Yes, 12 GB is very good. I would wait for the 5 series to become available. Or that. Here is a beautiful wing view here. Again, you can see the lovely clouds with active sky. I think X-Plane is in a very, very good space right now.
Ma 238, expect the TOS 1 Romeo arrival. Descent coming up in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Expecting the TOS 1 Romeo arrival. We'll let you know if we need an earlier descent, Mark 38.
All right, so we have been given the same arrival, the TOS 1 Romeo arrival into our destination today, so into Bucharest, Rod International.
Contact Banat. Info on 136.385.
Perfect. They are going to be insane amounts of money, that's for sure.
On 136.385. Mach 38.
I'm happy with what X-Plane has done as the one played for the immediate future and their long-term plans. I'm happy with them and look forward to their continued improvement and success. I couldn't say it better, Carl.
We have just reached our cruising altitude, and we will now begin our snack and drink service. Today we have. Will
you advise the one-time SayIntentions pay or the monthly subscription? Benny, look, I have paid for the entire subscription for 1 year, and based on my usage of SayIntentions, so if it's something that you're going to use in every flight, and then it's worth paying just one time the annual subscription, quite honestly. But if you're not going to use it, then or you're having second thoughts, then sign up for a monthly subscription. That way you can cancel anytime, or perhaps maybe you don't like it. Personally, I think it is by far the very best available non-human ATC for flight simming. It works with X-Plane, works with X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, Microsoft Flight Sim 20 and 24, even P3D seems like it works with it. I haven't tried it on P3D, but I've tried it the other day on MSFS 2024, and it works just fine. So, yeah. All right, let me go back here very quickly. By the way, what happened to our poll? I'm not sure what happened to the poll. The poll has stopped from was in the previous chat. All right, so guys, can you let me know if you want me to do the review of the Airbus DA20 as a live stream or as a recorded video? Why, Cliff Barrett is in the house. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Perfect combinations to how to get snow ground textures with Orbex or Auto-Ortho. Perfect combination. There are two ways that this can be achieved. One is if the developer has built-in seasons into their textures, like Orbex, for example. The other is using ActiveSky XP12 and enable the snow depiction. When snow is available in the METAR or in the group data, it will be manifested by showing the textures with snow, just like we witnessed a little while ago here on stream. Live stream. All right, looks like. All right, I'll just monitor the chat and see what you guys like. Again, I'd like to deliver what you guys like. If you like a recorded video, I will do that. I will just let you know that we are going to be doing an MSFS 2024 stream, possibly before that review. It depends on my schedule. It depends actually on what you guys want. If you want a recorded video, then it will have to wait until the weekend. If you want a live stream, then maybe we can do it this coming Tuesday. Hello, Ryan Olivier. Welcome aboard. No need for the command, my friend. We will run the giveaway at the very end. Here's, again, a flyby camera during this lovely 737-600 NG. The sounds are fantastic. Yeah, really, really well done. Recorded is good too. If you want more conversation on the topic, just do a live stream. All right, Igor, thank you very much. Hello, Mats. Welcome aboard. Mats Francis says, let's do a live stream. Roger that. Hello, Pip. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. The live stream, without a doubt, offers a lot more interaction and allows you guys to ask more questions and for me to provide immediate answers. So I can understand that it's probably more useful, especially that most of you guys are here on live stream, so you'll probably prefer that. So yeah, thanks guys, appreciate that. Record it, then have a live stream about the recording. That's double the work, Sim Smith. Could you explain the difference between the LevelUP 737 and the Zibo? I still don't understand what's the difference other than the extra models. Well, the performance is completely different, and these are the NG variants, so the next generation variants. So they have some features that are different from the Zibo. Do you plan on getting wing MCDU or CDU? I don't know. I really don't know. I'll tell you one thing, guys, that I have personally. No, let me just take a look here at TD or 70. Okay. So, over the course of the last 9 years that I've been creating content, I've enjoyed a lot of hardware. I've enjoyed, flight yokes, throttle quadrants. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on hardware. Recently, though, I have come to the conclusion that for my preference, having a lot of gadgets on the desk is not something that I like. Why? Because I don't normally show you guys all of this, and for me, I want you to see what I'm doing. Unless I put an extra cam, so that you guys can see what I'm doing with the device. But for the masses, if you will, the general community, they want to see what you're doing on the actual cockpit in the simulator, not on a hardware device outside. And that can get, very frustrating for some people. Fiddling around with the gadgets is nice. It's very immersive for your own enjoyment, but when you're creating content, I don't think that it's very useful. People see that it's very cool that you're keying in things and you have the actual MCDU, but I haven't, for example, seen anyone who actually zooms into the MCDU and shows you what he's doing there versus, what he's doing on the sim. I think I've explained myself. I think I made a mess of that, but I think you kind of get what I'm saying. Is WinWing MCDU only for MSFS or compatible with X-Plane 12? I did ask them that question, and they said that they are planning support for X-Plane. They do look very nice, yes. I have to agree with that. All right, let us set up for our arrival into Bucharest. So we are currently 55 nautical miles. So let's go to 109.10. 109.10. We'll set that as the active, and we'll set it on this side as well. 109.10, and that is the active here as well. And let's see here. We want 30 and 134. So that's 5 knots. Adding there. There we go. And the approach course is 259. Right, 259 is set and on both sides. And we are good. Excellent. Alrighty. All it's good here. And we can descend in about 40 nautical miles. If we are not cleared by ATC, we will request it because they told us that we can descend at our discretion anytime. So let's see here. It says, expect the TOS-1 Romeo arrival descent coming up in about 20 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner. So, yeah, we could actually descend at our discretion. So that should not be a problem. So what do you guys actually think of SayIntentions thus far? There was a post on X where Wing say that the MCD could maybe be compatible with X-Plane on MobiFlight. Yes. It's not even compatible with X-Plane at the moment. I was thinking about getting the 737, but maybe not right now. Yeah, the word is that the X-Plane compatibility will come at a later stage. One of the only airlines that I still operate 600 is Air Algiers. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. I was actually going to do a flight from Algiers to Nice in France because this is a real-world flight. But it was a little bit boring route because the route is over water for the most part. It would have been a nicer arrival into Nice, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys also Auto Ortho with Active Sky and all the goodies. It doesn't seem to be bad. How many voices are there to pick from? In SayIntentions, there's a lot. So let me show you here very quickly. If you go to the settings menu and you go to the intercom, so you have a number of pilot, first officer or co-pilot sounds here that you can see. You can pick funny, professional, and you can pick different, like Two-Tone Murphy is also there if you like to pick him. And then for channel 2, for the cabin crew, there is also a number of cabin crew members that you can pick, or you can auto assign. So there is a choice there for you for kind of every flight. If you're flying in Europe, for example, or the Middle East, or North America, South America, you've got all the all the sounds that are kind of compatible with those regions. So yeah, it's got a lot of voices to pick from. And I do like the interaction with the cabin crew as well. All right, we're going to tell the cabin crew now to prepare the cabin for our arrival. Cabin crew, we are descending in about 10 minutes from now. Please prepare the cabin for arrival. Thank you.
Okay, Captain. I'll prepare the cabin for arrival now.
Can you pick Q8 pilot voice? Yes, you can pick the Q8 pilot voice. That's something the guys over at SayIntentions have promised to provide, but they have it as an option that you can actually get your, they call it persona. So you can actually become part of their voices, and you become like cabin crew. You'll be used, your voice will be used for cabin crew. You can hear your own voice, which is kind of cool. So, but they told me that they'll do it. So, I'll wait for them to provide me with that. All right, we're approaching the top of descent now. We're about, let's take a look here. We're at about 15 nautical miles. So let's go ahead and request the descent. We are ready for the descent now. Please go ahead and request descent from ATC. Thank you.
Requesting descent from ATC now.
Unknown. Mars 38, requesting descent to lower altitude.
Right, we still don't have the... Nobody's listening on 136.84. 136385. All right. Request descent, please. All right, looks like there's a bug there.
Pilot info. 38 requesting a descent to a lower altitude.
Maytag 238, clear toss 1. Romeo arrival into Otopini. When you're ready, descend flight level 170.
All right, so we've been cleared to 170.
Course 1 Romeo arrival into Otopini. Descend flight level 170 when ready.
All right, so we've begun the descent. You can see the...
Contact Mantinia and Altinia info on 129.4.
Switching to Mantinia and Altinia info on...
All right, let's just make sure that we are...
Mantinia and Altinia info May 38 evening, descending through flight level 380
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now
for
left our
flight
cruising
level
altitude and started our approach to Henri Coandai International Airport.
Ma 38,
Please return to your
Mantinia
seats
and
and stow your
Altinia
tables
info
and fasten your
identified.
seatbelts.
Good evening.
The use of lavatories is no longer
All right.
permitted.
So everything is now as it should. We just had to correct the frequency. So we are descending now to flight level 170. Let's take a quick look at the weather information at the arrival airport. Here, again, cloud visibility okay. Wind 262 knots, so it will be an uneventful approach. Not something that you guys like, I know. You guys like to put me under stress, but everything else looks good here. So it's going to be 1023. We'll get the altimeter anyway from the tower. So it says this one is not used though. Strange. Yeah, it's probably anyway. We'll let them do whatever they need to do. We'll let ATC guide us through the arrival. Okay, let's take a quick look at the outside here. And you can see the beautiful Auto Ortho here looking just amazing as we arrive into Bucharest. Look at that, guys. I mean, this is pretty good for something that is completely free and gives you the entire world in photoreal textures. That can't really beat that, can you? Looks really, really good. Are you feeling, so far, are you feeling any difference with the Zevo 800? Yes, so the 600 definitely flies different. It flies with lower numbers, so your takeoff speeds, flight model is definitely different. This one, I'm not sure if this is true to life or, you know, something that needs more tuning, but I know that the aircraft's been tuned now for the, you know, for since the initial release. So, yeah, look at this. I mean, this looks very, very good. At par with, you know, MFS, I think, in terms of the textures there. Those are real world, you know, aerial images.
Mantinia and Altinia info. Contact Bucharest radar on 124.975.
Switching to Bucharest radar on 124.975.
And does it vary when you switch between GA and airliners? What do you use for flight controls or setup? I use the
MR38 evening, descending from flight level 280 to flight level 170.
All right, so I use the Thrustmaster throttle quadrants and flight yoke. And does it vary when you switch between GA and airliners? A little bit, yeah. I mean, the Thrustmaster yoke, the Boeing pack, the Boeing yoke, is more suited for airliners. If you like GA, the virtual fly Yoko is much better for general aviation aircraft, in my view, than the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. But overall, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, unless, you know, you're very, very serious about, you know, your flight simming and you want to absolutely feel what a GA aircraft feels like. Then I recommend the Virtual Sky if you mainly fly general aviation aircraft. But if you mainly fly airliners, you can use the Thrustmaster Yo. I have both of them. I've used both of them for a very long time, and I can vouch for both. So it remains a matter of preference. Right, so far we're looking good, and the instructions from ATC is to descend to flight level 170. Let's see, so yeah, so there is a restriction, and that's why I believe drag required. All right, let's do that. And look at auto ortho, even far in the distance, you can see the textures on the mountains there. It's looking good, guys. I might try a 1 month subscription as long as I can cancel it if I don't like it. That's a smart way of doing it, yeah. For me, I love it. Even, by the way, for VFR flying, oh, it is just amazing. I mean, really, SayIntentions has gone really... it's become very, very good over the course of very, very short period of time. So the team there is working very, very hard to, you know, fix things, improve things, innovate. You can now get your clearance via WhatsApp on your mobile. I've tried that feature. It works very, very good. You just have a, you know, the SimBrief flight plan. You go through a verification process of your mobile with SayIntentions, and then you can get clearance and you can get the ATIS via WhatsApp on your mobile. So these guys are continuously innovating. How would you act with flying cargo? I haven't tried that. Maybe we'll try it some other time. All right. All right. There we go. We're looking good. And there is the top of descent from 17,000. But what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and request the descent again. Can we go ahead and request a lower altitude from ATC, please?
Requesting a lower altitude from ATC.
Look at auto ortho.
Bucharest radar, mesh 38, requesting to descend to a lower altitude.
Look at the lights inside the...
Descend flight level 110.
All right, 110.
Descend flight level 110, Mars 38.
All right, so they clear us to 110. I'm going to do level change.
Ma 238. Contact Bucharest approach on 119.415.
Switching to Bucharest approach on 119.415, Mars 38.
It's a little bit funny, the first officer. You can see now the night lighting inside the cockpit is just
Bucharest
phenomenal.
Approach, Mars 38. Evening.
Yeah, let me show you guys.
Maintaining flight level 170.
Look at this view, guys.
Ma 38 Bucharest approach identified. Good evening. Expect the ILS runway 26 left approach into Otopeni.
All right, 26 left. All right, so they gave us the same runway, which is good.
ILS runway 26 left approach into Otopeni, Mars 38.
And here's a better look here as the sun sets with the auto ortho. Looks really, really good, I have to say. Yeah. All right. So here is what we're looking at. There are a few restrictions. So ATC did clear us when we requested a lower altitude. So I am happy about that. All right. We're looking good. Just perfect, this view. X-Plane 12, iOS becoming really great. Yes, Ryan, I agree there. Bonsai, welcome aboard, my friend. Good evening to you. Would you recommend purchasing X-Plane 12 on Steam, or should I buy directly from Laminar Research? Personally, I like to buy direct from Laminar Research. That way I have more control over where it's installed. Just my experience, it's been much better having things direct from Laminar, or generally speaking, just I don't like to buy things on Steam. If I can buy it outside of Steam, I'll do that. The same thing goes for Microsoft Flight Sim, by the way. I think 26 left isn't in use. Yes, it is, because they repair the parking lot next to the runway. Oh, that's why. And Navigraph has correctly identified that, but not SayIntentions. Buy direct. There you go. Wycliffe Barrett, again, a seasoned X-Plane content creator and a VATSIM controller, is recommending that you buy direct from Laminar. So there you go. I bought it from Laminar. Yeah. Wise choice. Wow, I tell you, this is very immersive, guys. It looks really good. All right, what is the let's see here. All right, let me just grab the that's the airport right there. Let's go for the weather at 1023. All right. Let's go ahead and request flight level 70.
Requesting descent to flight level 70 now.
Bucharest approach, MA38. Requesting to descend to flight level 70.
Ma 238, descend flight level 70.
All right, there we go.
Flight level 70. Ma 38.
I'm gonna increase our rate of descent. We're gonna set auto brakes to 2. Let's arm the speed brakes. And we're going to also decrease our speed to 240 knots. You can see now the change here with active sky, how everything is looking. You can see the snow, the snowy textures now. You know what? Let's use the speed brake to lower our speed. Right, 10,000. Landing lights on.
Maytag 238, descend altitude 3500, turn left heading 070 vectors for the ILS runway 26 left approach, QNH 1023.
What did they say?
Descend to 3,500. Left heading 070 for vector to the ILS
070.
26 left. QNH 1023. Emma 38.
No, we don't want to do 370. All right. Please request ATC that we'd like to remain on the current
Captain,
approach.
the cabin's ready. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach to Henry Coanda. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate.
We'd prefer
Your
to
tray
stay
tables
on the
are put away,
current.
your seats are in the full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. Our staff will provide information regarding your
Hey, Jeff, thank you very much for coming in with $20 super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate it. So we've requested from ATC to remain on the current approach. That will allow us to descend to the proper altitude. The vectoring wasn't right, so they were clearing us to a heading that is... It is very strange. The heading that they gave us is very strange. So we'll just remain on the current approach. We've been approved to stay on the current approach, so we'll do just that. All right. So let's go ahead and set the altimeter 1023. All right, 1023. Excellent. Look at the lights, guys. Wow. Looks really, really good. 1023, and let's see here. 1023. Hectopascal, 1023. One more thing. We need, let's see here, 26 left. Approach. 26 left. And let's see here, 200. Right, radio set. Excellent.
Mod 238, turn left, heading 045.
Left heading 045. Ma 38.
Right, 045.
Happy New Year and get a cup of coffee on me.
Boeing Corp Mike coming in with $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you, Boeing Corp Mike. Again, guys, you can see the lovely textures here with Auto Ortho and being with the snowy textures from here, take a look here. Again, look at that, guys.
238, descend altitude 3500, turn left, heading 035.
Descend to 3,500. Left heading 035.
Heading 035.
8.
Right, that's heading 035. Should we do heading select now? We could. Let me...
Maysac 238, 10 miles from left, turn left heading 320, descend altitude 2500 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach.
Left heading 320, descend to 2,500 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 26 left approach.
All right, so gave us 320. Let's go ahead and follow their instructions. Heading select 320 and approach. Right, we'll follow the ATC instructions there. Looking good. All right. Doesn't look like it's, I'm not sure what happened here, but heading select doesn't seem to be working. Finally, it has responded, it looks like. No, it hasn't. What do we do? All right, let me reduce the speed. And, all right, let me disengage the autopilot. Engage it again. And let's see if heading select works now. It doesn't work. All right, so I'm going to assume manual control.
2500.
All right, let's take manual control of the aircraft. Looks like there is a bug there. So we'll just deal with it ourselves. We're going to set flaps 5. Hopefully the auto throttle still works. Let me adjust my view. Okay, flaps 10. Let's go ahead and lower the landing gear. And our speed was 134. I'm going to go to our final 134, our approach speed. And we'll just manually land the airplane.
On 238, contact Otopini Tower on 118.805.
Switching to Otopeni Tower on 118.805. Mach 38.
It's kind of, you know, nice to also hand fly the aircraft.
Otopeni Tower, MH38, evening. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 26 left.
Mizak 38, Otopeni Tower, Wiscom. Runway 26 left, clear to land.
Runway 26 left, clear to land. Mach 38.
Right, we've been cleared to land. I really am not sure what happened with the heading select. All the controls seems to have just stopped working. But that's okay. It puts our piloting skills to the test. We just set the trim here. I've lost everything, looks like. So I reduced the speed so that it gives us time to configure the aircraft considering the circumstances. Alright. Who needs the ILS, huh? Who needs the approach button?
2500.
Alright. So let's maintain the current, let's just pitch up here and we'll maintain the current altitude. And we'll follow the glide slope and localizer needles there for our approach. The winds are calm, so we get to do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the auto throttle. And we'll maintain the speed ourselves now, about 134 knots. Alright, we're almost there now. We're clear to land. I lost everything on my joystick, including the trim, so that's why I've been having this issue lately. I'm not sure why. Let's reduce our speed here a little bit. This is a really nice looking approach, guys.
500.
With ultra ortho and this the snow textures, the ice textures, it just really looks really good.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers. It's a tough, hard landing.
1238, welcome to Autopenny. Contact ground on 121.855.
All right.
On 121.855. Mach 38.
Thank you very much, guys. Glad you liked it. We'll do a quick replay now. Once we are through with SayIntentions. think we can close SayIntentions. I think they've done well today.
The cabin is ready for arrival, Captain.
That's a bit late. All right. So let me remove that and let's do our replay. I'm not sure really what happened with the controls. We lost the heading select. We lost just about everything trim on my controls. Anyway, it's kind of fun to hand fly. It could be the AMCAS bug, yeah. All right, let's take a look here. Gotta love the replay system in X-Plane. One of the things I really like about X-Plane is the camera system. Not all that bad, huh? You have got to adore X-Plane. All right. As I said, the eye candy, but X-Plane the replay. Yeah, all right. Let's retract the flaps. Auto brake off. Excellent. And runway turn off lights can go. Actually, we'll leave those for now. Let me turn on the taxi lights on. And strobes to steady. Okay, and landing lights off. Runway turn off lights off. Welcome to Bucharest, ladies and gents. You have got to love the night lighting in X-Plane. You see those taxi lights, and the light scattering in X-Plane looks extremely realistic, especially in X-Plane 12 in the latest version. You can see the lights there. It looks very, very nice and extremely realistic. You can also notice the surface refraction here with some wetness on the runway. I'm not sure why the runways are wet when the skies are clear, but it looks like there is some snow. As you can see here, in the METAR there is definitely some snow. So that explains maybe why we have some snow here. But yeah. Alright, here's the terminal, so we're just going to go to the next taxiway and make a left turn. Alright, let's go ahead and start the APU. So, what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this flight? I thought it was really fun. Alright, here we are. The main terminal. And we'll pick a nice spot for our aircraft. Position 107. Or actually, let's go to the next one. There we go, 106. Brilliant. All right, parking brake set. And let's see, APU is still coming up. So we're going to turn off the taxi lights. APU. Gens are on. And here we go. Fuel the engines. All right, and we can now turn off the engine bleeds, turn on the APU bleed. We'll leave the packs, and we can turn off the all right, so let's come over here and all right. And there you have it, ladies and gents. Let's turn off also the lights here. And there you have it. We have the beacon lights still on. So there we go. All right. So the cabin crew will now take care of the release of the passengers. Again, you can see here the depiction of snow on the auto-ortho textures, and this is again a feature of active SkyXP. Look at the beautiful night lighting, guys, in X-Plane 12. It really does look amazing. Look at that. This is again a default airport in X-Plane, and this is a very, very immersive looking scene right there. All right, folks, time for us to from X-Plane.org forum. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it. Mass Franson, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you, VSkyCheck. Appreciate it, my friend. All right. So what we're going to do now, folks, is we are going to go to Nightbot, and we are going to be running the giveaway. Now, all you guys need to do for the winners is you need to send me a screenshot of your profile with your YouTube page while you're logged into your account. And what I will do is I will email you the instructions if we can get Nightbot to log in. There we go. All right. So let me make sure that we are in, yeah, we are in the right place. So let's go to the giveaway. Now, the only requirement is that you have been active in the last 10 minutes or so to enter the giveaway. But it looks like we are currently in, I need to, I think, log out and log back in with YouTube because we were logged in with Twitch. So, yeah. So I need to do that. All right, continue. All right, there we go. Now it should work. There we go. All right. So all you need to do is really to have been active in the last 10 minutes in order to be eligible to enter. Now, here are the instructions before we roll the winners. All you need to do is go to your profile page on YouTube while you are logged into your account and take a screenshot of that and send it to info@q8pilot.com. That's all you need to do. I will then reply with your code to activate 1 month free subscription to SayIntentions, and I will provide you with all the instructions that you need in order to activate your account. All right. So we have 19 entries. All right, we'll give it just a little bit here. Good luck, everyone. FS Max, Bonsai. Good luck, guys. All right, so we have about 20 entries thus far. And maybe I'll just give it a few more seconds here, allowing folks to join in. All right. If you haven't been active in the last 10 minutes and you still want to participate, you can just say hello Q8 and you'll be automatically entered into the Ryan, welcome to Captain. Thank you very much, Ryan, for your support. I appreciate it, my friend. That's very, very kind of you. Right, we're up to 30 entries now. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Hello, Q8, and that will make you eligible to enter into the giveaway. All right, I'll give it just a few more seconds. Looks like some of you guys are still kind of joining in. Hello, Ryan. Luca, welcome aboard. All right. So we are going to now choose the first winner. Perfect combination. Welcome, my friend. All right. So here we go. We're going to select the first winner in 3, 2, 1. Choose a winner. And the first winner is KFC Turbo. I think he won something last time, didn't he? Wow, what a lucky guy. KFC Turbo, are you in chat, my friend? KFC Turbo is in the chat, ladies and gents. Congratulations, KFC Turbo, my friend, on winning 1 month free subscriptions to SayIntention, courtesy of SayIntentions.ai, which I want to thank them very much for that. All right, KFC Turbo, you know the drill. You know what you need to do. Just go to your YouTube profile page, take a screenshot of that while you are logged in, and send it to info@q8pilot.com, and I will take care of the rest. I will email you your code as well as all the information that you require to activate your subscription. All right, we are going to select the second winner now in 3, 2, 1. Reroll, and Spinning Mushroom is the second winner. Spinning Mushroom, are you in the house, my friend? Spinning Mushroom. Spinning Mushroom, are you in the house? We're still waiting for Spinning Mushroom to... Yay! He is in the house. Welcome and congratulations, Spinning Mushroom, for winning 1 month free subscription to SayIntentions. And guys, if you haven't won this time, we are going to be doing another giveaway of SayIntentions, and I'm going to give an additional 2 codes. So don't be disappointed. There is still a chance to win the subscription. Spinning Mushroom, all you need to do, my friend, is go to your YouTube profile page, which I have verified just now. While you are logged into your account, take a screenshot of that, send it to info@q8pilot.com, and I will email you with all the instructions on how to activate your 1 month subscription at SayIntentions, along with your activation code. Well, folks, this brings us to the conclusion of this live stream. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoy streaming it for you. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you guys again on Tuesday, but until then, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and good night. I hear you guys. I hear you. I hear you. All right. So, all right. So you can forward me that gift case. All right, guys. It has to be the same email. All right. All right. I got you. I got you. Okay. So, all right. Let me do this. All right. Let me go here to the live screen again, and. All right, we'll do it again. No worries, guys. No worries. KFC Turbo, that's, by the way, very kind of you. You don't have to do that, but that speaks a volume about how nice you are, my friend. Thank you very much. So we're going to re-roll again, guys, because KFC Turbo has forfeited his subscription. So that's very, very... that's very, very kind of you. You deserve to win it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it is you are very lucky to have one again, but I do understand, you know, it is very generous of you and very nice of you, sir. So thank you very much. All right, let's re-roll again. I'm going to just give it a little bit more time here for you guys to fill in. A quick comeback thanks to Carl. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to chat, so yeah. Thank you for being so forthright. Yeah, KFC Turbo, really thank you very much, man. You're a very kind person. All right, so here we are again. We have, I think, a lot of you guys have already left, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and re-roll. So we're gonna re-roll in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Choose a winner. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, Tree_132. Tree132. Are you with us? I hope he hasn't left, because I know Tree is in the house, ladies and gents. Congratulations, Tree_132. Now, I need you to verify your account. I see that you do not have a profile picture. So, all right, never mind. I will use another way to verify your account. But please, I need you to log into your YouTube account and take a screenshot of that. Send it to info@q8pilot.com. I will then reply with the instructions and your code. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. Thank you, KFC Turbo, for being so kind. That is very, very kind of you, sir. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Carl, for stopping me from leaving, because I was about to shut down the stream. So thank you very much for that. And with that, ladies and gents, we come to the conclusion of our stream. So once again, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Good night.